What is up, everyone? It's your girl JJ Beats here, and today we'll be reacting to Sonic Boom out of context. I remember watching some of Sonic Boom. I don't think I ever finished it, but I feel like it was also anticlimactic. But I think actually the show was pretty good when I saw it. But a lot of people just was not used to the Western look. Honestly, I think what happened was that the games were really bad, and it really impacted Sonic Boom because as this was as a comic or a story, a TV series, I think it was pretty darn good. So with that being said, let's get on with the video and see if it is actually still good.
Tired, huh? Not me. I slept like a baby last night. No, really. An abandoned crib washed up on the beach.
What?
This wall tastes like dirt.
Ew. Oh, a baby just abandoned at the. What on earth? What? Knuckles is something else. Ooh, no, you know what's up? I remember everyone kept coming about Knuckles' design. Not even that he was stupid, but his design was wiggity whack. And honestly, yeah, the design is crazy. But like now that I Loki got used to it, but like no, can keep OG look. But honestly, it fits his character. But at the same time, I honestly don't think they should have had it just because it fit the character.
Awkward? Awkward.
I knew TV was just a big conspiracy to control everyone's minds. I'm not talking to you. You keep watching.
I can't be swimming around.
Bruh. Honestly, I was not a fan of sticks. I think I always hated the thought of having sticks there. Maybe because she was a new character. I know a lot of people thought she was Marine and Raccoon. I didn't play Rush Adventures, but I know the characters. I just kind of I miss Cream. I actually liked Cream growing up. And honestly, I think Rouge could have been a nice addition instead. Uh, but then there's the alternate Shadow. So I don't know, but I feel like they could have used some of the characters. But I understand that wanting to make new characters. I just think it was unfortunate how it happened, everything. But at the same time too, I think the fact that these characters, I don't know, I feel like these characters were pretty darn written, like compared to how the games were at the time. I think this was just a great change of pace.
With a bunch of 5-year-olds? They can be so cruel when they sense weakness. That's why on the first day, you have to beat up the biggest one in the yard.
Bruh.
That's prison.
Only if you let it be.
No, that's crazy.
For somebody who lives in my basement.
He's pretending to be Sonic again.
Well, I'm not gonna be Amy this time.
Beat it a chili dog.
Whoa!
Chili dog.
Whoa, what was he doing? What was he doing? Amy, my dude.
I don't think he can eat solid food.
Well, then put it in the blender. Well, if you say so. Chili dog, not the baby. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Try this video game. You run, roll, and collect rings as fast as you can.
Ah, that sounds terrible.
Pretty much bend a knee to the nearest tyrant who wants to enslave us.
Bruh.
Knuckles. I've got sugar plums up in here.
Bruh.
How about I bake up a batch of my famous cookies and put them on the windowsill? Sonic will smell them and come to steal one, but he won't know that they're laced with poison.
Nobody gets hurt, or somebody's gonna get hurt.
This is just ridiculous.
Now, okay, I think the lines were pretty darn good when it came to this series. Bro, like honestly, they could have kept the TV show. It was the games that were just horrible, man. Like the TV show was not that bad.
Everyone knows when the robo-apocalypse arrives, it's the can openers that will transmit signals.
The scientific term is he got hit in the head by too many horseshoes.
Bruh.
Television. Who needs it?
Oh my goodness, I remember a lot of people kept complaining about the bandages. I don't know why, but for some reason they just kept putting bandages. And I was thinking blue arms. I forgot about the blue arms. Like, honestly, a lot of this stuff wasn't even that big of a deal. It was just such a different look. But, like, I don't know. I do like the more original OG designs more. The adventure design, as they say.
There's just something about unpaid labor that makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside.
Oh my
But in
goodness.
all that time, the plants have never given us anything except oxygen.
And nutrition.
What? That's weird. Why did he smirking like that?
Meme.
Oh my goodness. To this day, the meme one is used all the time. It's like, approve, denied. I'm not sure about this one. Bruh.
LOL. Lightning phobia pile.
What?
You were being chased by a giant sock puppet.
He's a waif. The orphan of our times.
What?
A lost child, oblivious to the never-ending sea of despair.
Bruh.
Sonic, what does Dr. Eggman have in his pockets right now?
I don't know, a hippopotamus riding on a skateboard?
That is too specific. What are they doing together? What?
Stupid universe.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta chop my arm off.
Sunny skies ahead for this.
Now, you know what's crazy though? A lot of people don't like Sonic Prime. And they prefer Bloom. And I feel like I'm low-key on the same boat because the Sonic Prime, I tried watching the first season, right? And apparently there's like 3 seasons total. And I don't know, it just felt kind of low-key repetitive. It wasn't really that funny either. But with this one, it was just more, they leaned in a lot more on the humor than like the actual story aspect of it.
These numbers are off the chart. Fortunately, I have a bigger chart.
They've clearly mistaken Tails for a lemon.
What the turn?
Is this a towel?
What am I supposed to cover with that? Are you making fun of me?
Ooh.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, what if the princess is in another castle?
I need to change the scenery. It's boring watching a magenta.
Fun fact, do you know the first introduction to Orbot, the circular one, he was a lot more mean and whatnot in Sonic Unleashed, and then they kind of changed his personality to be kind of like sarcastic instead of mean.
Sunset over an endless tranquil sea of blue outside my beachfront paradise every day.
Hey, little fella. Oh, gosh, you're cute.
Pole vaulting over the couch or shot putting tails across your living room.
You know
Wow.
what I've been wondering, though?
Where crazy luck theories come from?
When the bad luck leaves me, where does it go?
Bruh.
There's a perfectly good explanation for this.
You know, Amy, anytime someone calls attention to the breaking of gender roles, it ultimately undermines the concept of gender equality by implying that this is an exception and not the status quo.
Why was low-key Knuckles onto something? Why was low-key though?
What? Just because I'm a meathead doesn't mean I'm not a feminist.
Our brains will be so scrambled you can serve them with hotcakes and a cup of joe for $5.99.
Only a total dum-dum.
What you like is unimportant.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to dispose of a rotten, half-eaten fruit sculpture of my head.
What's that? Dude, that's a load-bearing banana.
Anarchy, baby.
What the bingus?
Fine, but I'm not wearing pants. We should
You
be
never
horsing
do.
around in here. We should be horsing around out here.
Ooh, let me see.
I can't read.
Oh, wait, I can't read.
Told you.
Can a guy test out a deadly super weapon on a town of innocent civilians without being interrupted? What's this world coming to?
Well, you know, I'm slammed this week.
Yeah, I don't know. I just was never a fan of sticks, man. This Amy design, I don't really have a problem with it, but nah, I prefer the dress, honestly. This is still a dress, but I don't know. The shoes, I think it's the shoes that throw me off because I like her boots. Her boots are iconic.
See, tomorrow rummage through garbage. Wednesday, rummage through garbage. Thursday, get tetanus shot. Friday, rummage through garbage. I'm booked solid.
You know what? I think her OG, like in the classic look, her hair bangs were a little bit different. Or maybe that's like one of those placebo effects you have where you believe something. Cause I always, whenever I see her quilt, I'm like, didn't she used to have like actual bangs and not just the three thingamabobbies?
We're trying to shoot this girl out of a cannon into a filthy trash can.
With this upgrade to the Build It box, I'm able to materialize three-dimensional manifestations of characters from video games.
There is a certain princess in a castle I'd like to meet.
He wants that peach from that Princess
Pets are
Peach.
overrated.
Let's go for a big boy ride.
Lesson number 7. Mustache care and maintenance.
Any last words, Sonic?
Oh my goodness, yo, I was thinking. I don't know if his voice actor was ever changed, but I know a lot of people always hated Kurt Thornton because of the way he portrayed Shadow. I don't think it was his fault, but it was just more so the fault of the script because he went from like, "Where's my life? Who am I? I am none of the Shadowhead," to be like, "You got this, Sonic. You got this, Sonic." It's like, Sonic, you have no idea what you put us through. I don't know. But you know what's crazy? Like, we finally got used to Roger Kirk Smith because he was voicing him Sonic for 10 years, and then they replaced his booty cheeks, man.
Pants. Let's act out my Sonic fan fiction.
Oh no.
I'll pick something family friendly.
Whoa!
Oh, definitely not that one.
Um,
Oh, here we go.
I just hope the obese man who watches me sleep doesn't think I've been naughty. Otherwise, he might not sneak into my house and leave presents. Don't look at me! I'm a ballerina! A ballerina!
it was the legs, man. Like, they gave it too much of an
He's
upper
gonna whip
build.
out my spine and play it like a xylophone.
And only mildly damaging to my kidneys. Spinning blades of death. Yeah, I guess that sounds safe.
That is plain blade.
Knuckles, you're eating a napkin.
Yeah, I knew that.
Sleep, my large rocky friend, and dream of large gravelly girl monsters.
What?
Actually, I'm an evil mastermind of average intelligence.
A small cooker is truly one of life's most poetic small kitchen appliances.
Giant rock monsters laying waste to the countryside.
Oh, this might be a bit too loud. You might be hearing this twice.
What? Is that the holiday where a giant rabbit breaks into your house and hides painted eggs?
An hour ago, you were snitching on Eggman, and now you're the ringleaders in his baseless blitzkrieg. You do more flip-flopping than the mayor during campaign season.
I don't know how you did it, but you.
Yo, why is my model twitching out like
It
this?
was simple. I blew up Medburger last night.
You what?
I finally done it. The perfect batch of fries. Now to taste.
What? Did he just have a heart attack?
Cute and friendly, like Amy. Now they're bloodthirsty and vindictive, like Amy when I move her throw pillows.
Bruh.
What's wrong?
And Knuckles Jr. isn't working out.
Whoa! His knuckle. I mean, you know what they say about kids. Just the number 4. Yeah, they really like the number 4.
You're saying you need a. I'm a crazy pizza man who juggles and sings. Oh, when it does sing.
Leave Knuckles alone. He's not harming anyone.
I'm sure there's a logical explanation. Someone is stealing all the water to sell it back to us.
Sounds like the writers are just phoning it in, but just in case, we better go check it out.
A time-traveling banana told you to do it?
Please, Dave! I'm begging you for mercy!
I have no mercy. I work in the
Bro was a part of Cobra Kai before Cobra Kai was things like, no mercy! Cobra Kai, show no mercy!
fast food industry.
And my delicious whipped cream filling will shoot out like toothpaste.
Kill Knuckles with fire! Tails has been hypnotized by man-eating tomato people?
tea, Mrs. Rockbottom?
Don't mind if I do, Mr. Polder.
What on earth?
I got this.
The banana.
I told you technology couldn't be trusted. No, wait. I told them. But if you were spying on us, you probably heard me. Of course, if you heard me by using technology, you could...
Yeah, honestly, yes, it just feels very out of place. Probably not in this universe, but like to me, she feels so out of place compared to everyone. Like, I don't know. Maybe Cream is too young because then they would have Vanille. But like Sonic X, I don't know. I kind of liked the dynamic between her and Amy. I don't know. I feel like if they did Rouge, it would just make Shadow character just worse because, like, I don't know, the Shadow era was not his era during the 2010s, man. So I don't know who it would be honestly, but I don't know. I feel like it could have been something. Blaze, and definitely not Blaze. Nah, it definitely wasn't Blaze. Dang, how many female characters are there in the video game show? The Archie comics, yeah, and the IW or IDWs, but not in like video game. They need to have more of them. Except Sally. I am not a Sally fan.
information that technology can't be trusted. So there!
He let Cowbot out.
Don't worry about me. I'll just chew off my leg. Which works out well because I haven't had anything to eat in a while.
Fascinating. And what might this thing be?
A bowl.
That's a bowl.
Ah, yes, a bowl. How does it work?
Oops, one too many.
Wait, so this was really in the show? Who cosplayed? Hold up, I have so many questions. Who cosplays this? Like, why is this here?
Actually, I can't handle the truth.
It's been 1 day since the puppies gave birth to puppy grandpuppies.
Everybody chill!
If frogs had wings and snakes had hair and automobiles went flying through the air...
Sticks and technology sitting in a tree. INTERFACING.
I don't even know which end of the toothbrush goes in your nose.
1,000 bottles of liquid nitrogen on the wall. 1,000 bottles of liquid nitrogen.
Use this to build a bigger build it by a bagger box buzzard. Yes, tainted victory is mine.
It's some dingus from the post office.
I think Eggman's mustache is just spaghetti that grows out of his face.
I had my vestigial tail removed years ago.
You gotta be kidding me.
Anyone else find it strange that the fox can fly, but the bird needs to use a jetpack?
That is kind of weird. Ew, not the fishies.
You sweating yet, Nux?
I never sweat. I have a glandular problem.
A pretty
What the turd is that?
And possums. And you know how horrible they smell. The possums, too.
You look tired. Have a seat.
You had us make guacamole.
Are you also a fan of guacamole or not? I'm not a fan of guac. I like cheese. I like the nacho cheese. I'm not a guac girl. I'm not a guac girl. I'm living in my own world. I ain't no guacky. What the turd?
Before you go, would you mind taking a look at this rash? I think I'm allergic to fish saliva.
Just a regular old sunflower over here.
Nah, he's some flora right there. Yo, that really the blue with that outfit. Ooh, that outfit not it.
Gaze upon my soft, supple petals.
Is trash candy a word?
Tell you what, if any of you noobs can take me down, chili dogs are on me.
Deadly Explodonuts!
I could use a little help here. That is, if you guys are done making fun of Amy, who, by the way, totally deserves it.
The pain is unbearable. For the first time in my life, I actually considered wearing pants.
Last time I kind of sweet talked the
Yo, why do the guys in this universe hate pants? What's their vendetta against pants, my dude?
Guy. And by sweet talked, I mean threatened his family.
I know it was me. But since then, I've gotten divorced, so your threats are meaningless.
Bruh.
You're looking at a man with nothing left to lose.
Hey, Knox, you're famous.
Cool. Who's the doofus with the trash can on his head?
Bruh.
Wait, you're vegan?
All toads take the high road, all toads take the high road, all toads take the high road.
Do they have Sonic tears? Because those taste the sweetest.
What?
Oh, great froggy
Why he touching his
monkeys,
tears?
accept this humble sacrifice.
At least we're almost home and can put this nightmare behind us.
What was that?
Spoke too soon.
That's impossible.
Okay, that's a pretty good that's a pretty good one to end off on, I'm not gonna lie. Anywho. What? Bro just learned how to fire breathe. Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Did you guys want to see more Sonic Boom growing up, or what's up? I think Sonic Boom was actually pretty fun. I didn't watch it that much, but when I did see it, I was like, it's not that bad. So, it's just not the canon, as some people say. So, but I did enjoy its interpretation aside from like sticks and whatnot. I don't know. Sonic actually, Eggman and Sonic actually like getting along instead of like him always being a menace, even though he's hardly a menace, was also a cool change of pace. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts about it. And with that being said, this is JJ Beat signing out. You guys have a good one. Bye bye.